Next, before we move on to the Tekken updates, there is one update that happened this morning. I believe it was out of Paris Games Week that I forgot to go over, and it was this guy. We watched a lot of this during our morning stream, so here it is.
The realms are mine. Think, what good would your death accomplish?
Inspiring future generations to oppose you.
Fight. Highly doubt a blind swordsman can kill me.
Sento and I are more than meets the eye.
The cocky one. You're about to be humbled.
Ha! By a man in a cape? I do not think so.
Finish him. Fatality. Omni-Man wins. Flawless victory.
Damn, that looks good. So for those of you that haven't watched Invincible, it's on Amazon Prime. Omni-Man is one of the main characters in the show. So do yourself a favor and go watch it, so you can pick up all of the crazy Easter eggs that they implemented there. Like the fatality with the subway is great. The X-ray of him just like beating the shit out of the other guy on the ground. Another great nod to the show. I feel like NetherRealm always does such a great job of keeping the character true to their source material while adding the character into their game. So shout outs to NetherRealm. J.K. Simmons voicing him. I'm a big J.K. Simmons fan, so shout outs to them. I know there are a couple people who aren't necessarily too happy with how Omni-Man looks, but maybe I'm easy to please. Maybe I just don't notice the fine details, but I think he looks dope. The fact that there is a string in the trailer where an attack is literally Omni-Man just moving forward and he hits the other person is so funny to me. I'm starting to think that Mortal Kombat is more of a comedy game than anything else. So I don't know, man. I'm excited. He comes out on the 9th for early access, which I think is for all of you that got the Battle Pass or the Premium Edition, whatever's. So that is a week from today, I believe. So we'll get to try him out before the show, hopefully next week. Man, Omni-Man. And you know, Squidly, I saw you mentioning that you didn't understand why they had both Homelander and Omni-Man. It's basically like seeing, you know, Terminator versus 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 Predator, right? Or like Terminator versus RoboCop, right? It's basically seeing like, whoa, what would happen if these two fought? So I'm for it, man. I'm absolutely for it. And the fact that they're getting like all these cool superheroes and supervillains and stuff into the game, I never see it as a bad thing. So I'm a big fan. Can't wait to see Omni-Man and new cameo coming. We got oh god, what is his name? No, I literally just had his name in my brain. It's not Quake. Tremor. Ooh, thank you, brain. Tremor, the new cameo coming out. He looks really cool. So can't wait to see it. It'll be out next week. Now that we're in the trailer, now that we're in the trailer end of things, let's keep it going because we got another trailer coming at you. This was also announced. This was announced yesterday at Paris Games Week, and here's what we got from the people at Tekken.
These are the fists of a champion. Abish.
فليبذل كل منا قصارته.
Your fate is already decided.
試させてもらおう。プレゼントしよう。マーベラス。
排除します。
罪と共に生きろ。孤独な戦いこそが食材だ。お前は消えろ。
Damn. So November 2nd, we got another trailer, and we'll take a look at that other trailer in just a second. But in 10 days, so next next Sunday, I think, we'll see the final of the first 32 characters for Tekken 8. Now, my initial reaction that we got earlier today through our early stream is up on YouTube. So if you would care to see like my first knee-jerk reaction to the trailers, they're up there. And even if you don't want to see them, if you would just click on them and give them a thumbs up, that'd be really helpful. YouTube.com/BestofVShow. This roster is hella cool, right? This roster is hella cool. I think there's a part of me that isn't too much of a big fan of wasting character slots, right? Like, so you got Kuma and Panda, and you got Jin and Devil Jin. Although we saw Devil Jin is, doing the whole unchaining thing, so maybe he has something to do with the story and he belongs there. I don't know. I never understood Devil Jin, to be honest. But with that said, they're usually different characters when they're in the game, so we'll see what happens. I mentioned this earlier today, but the way Nintendo did it with Smash, where they had, what was it, like the Epsilon Fighters or whatever they were called, I think that's the way to do it. Where the characters are different, but they don't take up an extra spot in the roster, Anyhoozle. And then this morning, we got the trailer for the character that will Echo Fighters. Thank you, Cue Ball. I was trying to remember what they were called, but I could not remember what they were called. Echo Fighters, yes. But then this morning, which is November 2nd, which is what the trailer said when the trailer said we were gonna see the next character. And sure enough, we got him. Let's take a look.
Les couchers de soleil sur la Seine me rappellent ce que je dois protéger.
Je vais m'en charger.
Get ready for the next battle. Tekken 8. New challenger.
Accepte ta défaite. Tu as perdu d'avance.
Victor Chevalier.
Il y a de l'amélioration, Raven. Soyons efficaces. Échec et mat. Nous sommes les seuls à pouvoir contrôler l'équilibre des puissances de ce monde.
Woo! Yep. There is Victor Chevalier, and he is voiced by none other than the person whose name I'm currently trying to remember, and I'm looking at the trailer to see if I can remember. What was this guy's name? The guy that voiced him. He's Vincent Cassell. Thank you, Rock Bogard. Good to see you. Chat, you guys are like on the ball today. I appreciate it. You guys are really on it. My brain is not very on it, but you guys are, and that's great. Thank you. Vincent Cassell of, Ocean's 12 fame. He's in a lot of movies, including Black Swan and others. So it's cool that they got such a big name to come and voice the character. Plays a little bit like Noctis, right? So FDX is popping off wherever he is right now in the Pacific Northwest. He's having a crazy time. So shout outs to FDX. But yeah, he's got a lot of Noctis reminiscent stuff, but he also has a lot of stuff that Noctis did not have, which is the same thing with all characters in this game, right? There's a lot of stuff that they usually do, and there's a lot of crazy new stuff. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he plays. The character design, amazing, right? I'm a big fan of this dude. He's walking around with a karambit. His glasses like are hooked up to the back of his head. There's like some tech there or some shit. The what's it called? The sheath of his sword is like, I don't even know what the hell, but it looks super cool. And the fact that he's like, going through the matrix, teleporting back and forth, it's pretty cool. I'm a big fan, man. I'm a big fan. Sadly, Len Hart's voice doesn't lend the excitement that it does for the usual Tekken music, right? Because they played some new music for this guy. But with that said, man, everybody's popping off about the music in the trailer. So, and for good reason, right? Got a little bit of that je ne sais quoi French jazz with, the usual Tekken wub-wubs. He swings his sword backwards with overhand grip, like as a Toichi. Oh, I did see something about that, right? Because it's supposed to make your silhouette smaller and make you easier to hit people from close range with a giant sword. Yeah. But dude, he looks phenomenal, right? Both of the new characters look phenomenal. Now, in lies the issue here is there is one final slot for a character in Tekken 8. And there's a lot of other characters that people were hoping were going to be in this game and are not. So, what's going to happen? Is this going to be the first Tekken without a capo? Without Eddie Gordo? I hope not. As much as I hate fighting him, Eddie Gordo's got to be in the game. Is this going to be, are we going to see the return of Bob? Are we going to see maybe like another animal? Maybe Dr. Boskanovich will return to just crawl around on the floor some more? Who knows? We'll have to find out. We'll have to wait and find out in 10 days.